Well, some folks are calling it the most anticipated motion picture of all time. If you probably know what I'm talking about. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. It opened in many theaters around the country just after midnight this morning. And this morning we're going to talk live with some of the biggest Star Wars fans you're going to find around here who were in Charlotte attending the premiere. John Rotan and David Brown among the two diehard fans that were at the premiere there. Good morning, John. Good morning, David.
Hey, John and Cecile. How you doing?
Hey, we're doing great. I want to know, John, was it worth missing a night of sleep?
It is. It is worth every minute of it. We've waited 16 years for this moment, and I love the film. I think it's going to do incredibly well, to say the least.
Well, let me ask David what he thought. Ask David to give us his review of the film.
David, what do you think?
I think it was a very good movie. I believe the kids are going to love it, and the diehard Star Wars fans are going to have a great time. And I was glad to be here for the premiere last night, and there were a lot of people here, and I believe most everybody enjoyed it.
All right, John, we have an interesting guest here with us. This is my friend Alan. And this guy, believe it or not, has gone since last summer without seeing any image, any trailer, no music, no article, no review of the film. I know it's an incredible feat, but this guy did it. He saw any image for the first time last night at 12:01.
And what do you think?
And my thoughts? Well, if you're looking for a visual stunner, this is your movie. Unfortunately, I found that because it was so visual, a lot of the human element and the story got pushed out of the frame. So I guess I don't qualify as a diehard Star Wars fan.
Well, that's all right, John. Now, John, let me ask you this, John. What is it about the Star Wars series that has such an appeal to fans? Why do people stay up all night long, go see these premieres at 12:01, stand in line to get tickets? What is it about Star Wars?
Well, I think it's more than the special effects, and it's more than the acting. It's the universal mythological appeal that appeals to the inner quest in all of us, the yearning to do something greater than we are, you know, to get out of our cubicle at work and go out there and achieve the great adventure.
Now, I want to ask you something else, John. I know that the Arboretum was like among a handful of theaters that spent about $10,000 to $15,000 putting in Dolby Digital EX new 7th channel audio.
Right.
What about the audio quality of the movie?
The sound, to say the least, will knock your socks off. Things were coming at me from every corner of the theater. It was something. My chest shook at some points.
Speaking of shaking, are you shaking there with that stormtrooper standing next to you? You better introduce him.
This is Scott Black, Officer Scott Black from the TK421 telesystem out in the quadrant of Dantooine.
How you doing, John?
And ask Scott, how did he like the movie?
Scott, as an Imperial Trooper, an unbiased opinion, how was the film?
I'd give it a definite thumbs up.
Do you think the Emperor will be proud of this?
I think you will be proud, yes.
Do you think Titanic has a chance?
Titanic, I'd say, is going down.
And John, we stumbled upon some other viewers. They were just walking through the parking lot, and this is Bee. She lives over in South Charlotte. Bee, do you have any plans on seeing the film? Or?
Well, I'd like to, but I still think it's a little scary to wake up and see one of these men walking around.
Just in the middle of the Arboretum parking lot.
Right, just in the middle. It was kind of scary, but I think I'd like to see the movie.
Have you seen any of the other Star Wars films?
Yes, I have.
Do you have any grandkids who are into this?
Yes, I do, and they really loved it.
And John, we already have people camped out over here for the 10 a.m. show starting today. Can I get you a ticket?
Yeah, maybe you better do that, John. I think I better experience the movie firsthand and get an idea of what it's going to be like. Now, I know you all had a big group there last night. You were looking at the old Star Wars videos, and then you headed over to the theater. What was the general attitude of the crowd, would you say, over there, the entire crowd?
The entire crowd was just electrified. We got here at about 10 o'clock. The doors opened at 11:20. It was a wide age range from, you know, 3 years old till 40s or 50s, 60s, all the way up.
And the reaction?
The reaction, you should have been there just to hear the cheer that went up when the Lucasfilm logo appeared on the screen. That was a moment that will live in my memory for a long time.
How long does the movie last, by the way?
It runs 2 hours and 10 minutes.
And how many other showings are there? There's not another showing until 10 a.m. this morning.
The first show's at 10 a.m. and the last show, will be at 12:20. It's playing on 2 screens here. I know around the city it's playing on at least 2 or 3 screens in most of the cinemas.
All right, John Rotan, thank you so much for being with us this morning. David Brown, Scott Black, and the
This
rest
is my
of the
cousin
gang out
Steve.
there.
My cousin Steve drove all the way from Atlanta.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
incredible. Some diehard Star Wars fans. Thanks a lot, John. We're
Thanks,
glad
John.
you enjoyed the movie. Looking forward to seeing it.
See you, John.
Okay, stay with us now. We'll be right back.